That was the last day I saw my dog. I was in uniform, said goodbye to him at the kennel.
You know that was the last time you were
Yeah.
seeing?
Yeah, he was a great dog. Great dog, took good care of me. Come on, Keith. Let's go. Let's go. Good. All right, let's go. Come on. Come on. You wanna go for a walk? I was born in Orange, California. Actually spent most of my life there. Starting at about age 13, I used to go to the beach all the time. I was a surfer boy, skateboarder. Yeah, not a bad place to be, you know. I'm still a beach bum. Got out of high school and a year later, instead of driving fast cars and looking for pretty women, I was in the jungles of Vietnam. I looked into joining Special Forces. I wanted to be a Navy SEAL. So I did all the testing and I was in pretty good shape. I was a good swimmer. I grew up on the beach. I passed most of the physical stuff, and then it came to them checking my eyes. And I found out that I was colorblind. I go, well, what else can I do? And my company commander, he came to me and he said, Wendler, you still want to go to Vietnam? I said, Chief, I do. He goes, well, you're colorblind. He goes, you like dogs? And I go, yeah, I like dogs. And he goes, you know, dogs are colorblind? I said, I didn't know that, Chief. He goes, if you really want to go to Vietnam, you're colorblind, dogs are colorblind, you are now a United States Navy dog handler. And that's where it started. There were several types of dogs that we used in Vietnam. I handled a sentry dog. So the sentry dogs were sent to locations, sensitive military locations, ammo dumps, communication sites, places like that they wanted extra security. So they would fly us in, and then we would patrol the perimeters of those sensitive military installations. My first post with my dog by myself was like, he looked at me and I looked at him and he went, God, not another rookie. I got to break this guy in. At 19 years old, I was scared to death. I had no idea what to expect. And I'm out here on this perimeter by myself. But then I look down and I go, I got him. And that's all I needed to know. Because he'd look at me and he'd go, I got you. Just follow my lead. This was my dog, Otto. This was the group that I served with in 69 and 70. So I am right here. 19 years old. Nam sucked. I mean, it truly did. People were dying all around us. We would patrol the helicopter pads. When the helicopters would come in, we would patrol that area where the choppers were coming in and bringing in the wounded soldiers. And I still have dreams about it. Seeing guys come out of the choppers and body bags, and it's not something I like to think about. But having my dog there, I honestly feel that I came home because of that dog. When it started getting close to my year to get out, I started asking about what was going to happen to my dog. And as the war de-escalated, the government figured that the dogs were surplus. We had two options. We either put them to sleep through an Army vet, or we turned them over to the South Vietnamese. And that's what happened to Otto. He got turned over to the South Vietnamese, and chances are they ate him. Out of the 4,000 dogs that served over there, less than 150 came home. Just really messed with my head. I had a hard time adjusting to civilian life. And when I came home, I landed in Seattle. We had to wait on the tarmac for an hour because there were protesters. at the airport. Here we are coming home. Everybody was excited about being home, but that's not the welcome home that we were expecting. Shortly after that, my brother joined the Navy to follow in my footsteps. He was in San Diego on a weekend. My brother was sitting on the beach, and he heard his buddy. My brother jumped in the water and tried to help his friend out. He was stuck on a riptide, and by the time the lifeguards got there, they got to Ryan, but my brother got caught in a riptide and paid the ultimate sacrifice trying to save somebody. And it was devastating. Things was just starting to get halfway decent for me. I was starting to feel that I had a purpose. I was working with dogs again, and then I lost my brother. It's devastating. You know, I felt that I was doing something real positive for a fellow man. And in the meantime, I was not paying attention to stuff that had been bothering me since I got out of Vietnam. I was drinking a lot, got a couple DUIs over a 15-year period, and was having relationship problems. I wasn't really opening up to the issues that I had. It was an excuse to hide and say, well, I'm doing a good thing and I'm going to go to work tomorrow morning and I'm going to help somebody. And it was all bullshit. You know, I was lying to myself.
He poured all of what he had into helping other people in honor of his brother and his military working dog. He did that thinking he was honoring them, but he was really just distracting himself from really what was going on inside.
Say hi. One of the other veterans that had been working with us, and we had given him a dog, was going to go down there, and he and I both were surprised by AWI.
We have just a little surprise for you. The American Warrior Initiative, because of the great donations of Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, wants to sponsor a service dog for you from Custom Canines.
Having a service dog to work for you as a PTS dog is a completely different level. And so I've had Anki now for almost 11 years. She's been my guardian angel. She's been taking care of me ever since. As she's getting ready to retire, Nicole realized that I needed a new dog.
Unfortunately, Aki's getting older and she is having to retire, and we've placed him with a new dog, Otto, who he found out was also being sponsored by American Warrior Initiative a little while ago, and it's amazing. He named that dog Otto in honor of his military working dog that he had in Vietnam.
When I left Vietnam, I wasn't there to help my dog. I wasn't there to provide what I had dedicated myself to do, and that's to protect him. The whole thing behind this wall that you see this soldier standing through, he's got his dog on this side, so this is his comfort zone, this is his safe zone. On the other side, he's got his weapon. So basically this is saying, while I've got my dog, I'm safe. So this is my dog. My dog's name in Nam was Otto, and that's this guy's name. In honor of that dog that saved my life there, and now between these two dogs, they're making sure I can continue to move forward. So. Once I got her out of it, I just looked at her and she looked at me and she went, "Give me some dignity." So she told me that it was okay, that she did everything she could to make him ready. And so I respected her and I took her and put her down.
Sensing her emotion.
Yeah. Right. I miss her. I always will. I'll miss her every day. But he's able to step up and take charge now. So he's taken over. But I'll never forget her.